egos. Their brains get too big. And then I had a partner who felt like he needed to fuck every chick that signs to the squad. And when I had to go out to Atlanta for a few days, he fucked up a whole lot of shit. I used to have dancers dancing for Rockefeller when they were down here. You know what I'm saying? I was pulling in about $4,000 a week just during slow time.
Did you met him and then he met Stevie J when y'all was in Atlanta?
Man, turned up. Jocelyn, everybody was
He said he was in Atlanta, he met Stevie J.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, so you trying to get
Man.
But yeah, so I mean,
what about your business though? Man?
I'm always about my business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So speaking on Stevie J, how do you feel about who would you like to work with in the industry?
Yo, if you say Jocelyn, you get the fuck out of here.
Nah.
Hey.
She's
She's a bad bush.
She don't even say his name right.
Stevie.
Yeah, there's no B in it.
That's during the surgery they fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? When it was turning from a man to a female.
Yeah. No, I ain't never seen no woman with shoulders like that. Well, nah, I know a couple now.
Yo, she looked like a damn quarterback.
Yeah, yo.
I think Jocelyn's bomb.
What?
I do.
She looked like she got hit by a bomb.
What kind of ball?
No.
She got hit with
Grenade. She her arm like a scud, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, she real confident. I give her that. Like
Too
Jocelyn,
confident.
no,
Overly
she don't
confident.
take no shit.
Yo, she got a short.
Y'all can't lie and say that she's not a rider. Y'all can't lie and say she ain't no rider.
I talk to anybody anywhere I went. If I had a Superman chin, if I had the Superman chin too, I talk to anybody. Yo.
Man.
I want to. You see her short.
So would you work with Stevie J?
Yeah, I work with Stevie J.
But then you gotta work with Jocelyn because
You got, right? 50%.
You gotta put my girl on.
That's right. That track don't make the cut. Well, I mean, we could do the track,
but it won't make the cut.
It won't make the cut.
You can't have her on the hook. No.
She can be in the interlude.
She can do an
interlude. She can talk some smack on the interlude.
Okay. That's what she's good at, talking smack.
Hey yo, she is the poster thing for transvestites everywhere.
Yeah. Yo, I'm serious, yo. I'm serious. That cannot be no good, man.
I think she's bomb. Shout out to Jocelyn.
Shout out to the sniper that takes out Jocelyn.
And pray that you come tomorrow, bro. Please be on payroll today. Aim for the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? That's the best place to go. It's easy.
Okay, we're gonna ease up off Jocelyn a little bit, okay?
Y'all can do that shit on your life.
It's alright, man. ID dropping October 15th.
Alright, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, tell us about your project. You got dropped.
It's got so much inspiration on it from different angles. I got, like I said, I'm 7 projects deep. I feel like all my 7 projects been in different areas. Like I've kind of like you ain't find yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if you around parties all the time, all your music's gonna be parties, but that might not necessarily be your personality. And if you like start going into a depression or going through things, your music gonna reflect that. But I feel like ID was a part where I was like comfortable. I started like, you know what I'm saying, understanding the fact that, you know what I'm saying, trying to please everybody or trying to balance your because a lot of people try to balance their personal and their business and don't understand your personal is your business. Like you might be, you know what I'm saying, who you trying to be, you know what I'm saying? So when it came down to that, I named it ID because ID, that's who I am. Basically, if you listen to this, you know who I am front to back. And then it's also, it means illegal dreamer because I feel like a lot of people try to take the entertainment path or paths that aren't necessarily regular 9-to-5s or formulated jobs to where everything is procedure and stuff like that. You necessarily don't get the easy way out. You can go to school to learn how to be music, but if you ain't got no talent, that's not gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And
if you don't got the ear for it.
Exactly. If you ain't got the ear for the music, going to school is only gonna let you, you know what I'm saying, show you how to use it. It ain't gonna let you do it. So I feel like I said it's a legal dreamer because the way it's set up, if you work at 5 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying, your schedule is off for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, 80% of the world, like 9 to 5. So I feel like it's a legal dreamer because it's almost you're against all the odds jumping into entertainment or jumping into entrepreneurship and stuff like that, because you gotta like, you don't have a system that's working with you.
Okay.
You can go to a retail store and work for somebody else who already made their dream come true, learn the procedure, get a schedule, go there, work your way up. You know what I'm saying? That's made for you. But if you want to be an artist, you can't really, how do you get to these dudes and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to do it, and it's hard. So it's like, a lot of people can't be full-time rappers. They actually gotta be a rapper, but then they gotta have that 9 to 5, cause that 9 to 5 is that formula. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that original formula up front. So I feel like that's who I am, because instead of trying to fight it, trying to find a balance for it, I gotta suck it up and actually, like, you know what I'm saying? Just, if it come with that sacrifice and actually, you know what I'm saying, knowing who I am and doing it, and if it it's gotta work, because that's the only choice.
Do you feel like you are marketing yourself differently from other artists that's consider themselves artists? You know, because open up for 2 Chainz, open up for Wiz, you know, that's actually paying gigs.
Yeah, you gotta, I feel like a lot of ID, like if you listen to like Versace and Gold, and I posted the graphics for Versace and Gold, there was like so many people was getting hyped because they thought it was Versace and Gold. They thought I was actually making like a club banger about Versace and Gold, when actually it's about appreciation, and I just disguised appreciation for a little thing that you have in the form of a woman. Like I said, I got the best shirt in the world, but it's known to me. If you got the top model in the world and she around you every day, she's no longer the top model to you in your head. And like I feel like if you don't got that appreciation, you start to get blessed and like, you know what I'm saying, acquiring things, and it become normal to you. It loses appreciation for you. And it's actually a deeper song, but then it's called Versace and Gold. So with ID, a lot of the songs on there, like you'll read, you go, oh, Panamera, he talking about a car. Now I'm talking about if you want a car, you know what I'm saying, you can't sit there and play PlayStation all day and then think you're gonna get this car. You know what I'm saying? It's not just gonna fall in your lap. You gotta go out and get it. So like a lot of the songs, they got deeper meanings than they have they club bangers, but they, you know what I'm saying, in the verse I got some substance to it. So
Okay, that's what's up.
that's how I feel I got marketed. If everybody want to hear catchy hooks, then you hear how beats, then give them catchy hooks, how you beats. But you know what I'm saying. At the same time, I call it the cough drop there. You know what I'm saying. The cough drop tastes like candy, but it's medicine. You know what I'm saying.
Okay, that's what's up.
Do you have any specific anything that you're trying to send out to your listeners? Any type of messages?
Like I see it more, like I try to explain it, but it's more in what I see. I see a lot of people giving up. Like if I know somebody, I got a cousin, he spray paints, he designs shirts, he does stuff like that, but it's almost like he gave up on it. Like he can still do it, I still do it. He's nice, he's nasty with it, but then at the same time it's like it became so hard to make that his career, his life, that he gave up on it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to be that voice that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, when you feel like it's not going to happen, you just got to keep at it, because it might not be that time. You might be a successful artist 2 years from now, you know what I'm saying? But you might not be successful now. So you can't look at it from the view like, okay, I'm not going to be successful if I come in the game now because of the way the game is formulated now. But you got to, if you keep at it, your time going to come, you know what I'm saying? Like look at the people who out now, Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that. Did you know who they was 2 years ago? They was probably thinking the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, dang, I got to keep pushing, this is whack, I'm tired of going to these clubs and leaving with $20 on my pocket, you know what I'm saying? And now they leaving with like 20 grand in their pocket. Like, a lot of people see that and they give, like, man, you know what, I'm just gonna, you know, and they just throw it away. I want to be that voice that's kind of like, alright, if you do that, you never gonna know, you know what I'm saying? You could look at yourself 60 years from now and be like, dang.
I mean, it makes you think how the old heads feel. Like Juicy J, for instance, look at him right now.
Yeah.
He's in the same situation. Juicy J been in 3 6 Mafia since God knows when.
He kept going.
What?
He
said, you know what? Everybody else chilling.
Yeah.
Juicy J said, I'm about to get on with Wiz.
Yeah.
Wiz came around, flipped it. He got all the Wiz fans, plus his old fans, and now he's making his money, finally.
Yeah. And by the way, Wiz is the most humble Big Crit the most humble. Like, Big Crit was actually opening for Wiz Khalifa at that show. When he was opening, we were opening. And I sat down with Big Crit and he's talking to me. And it was like, the stuff he was telling me, I'm like, yo, dang, yo, this dude, he know what he talking about. Then like 2 months later, it's like, yo, Big Crit was Big Crit. But before he was big, like, he was like humble enough to not be like, man, don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to my dressing room. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was actually sitting down and was like, this is what you gotta do. And like, he was basically telling me, you gotta deal with it. Like,
What's some of the advice that he gave you? Like,
basically, when you at the bottom, like how he described to me, when you at the bottom, it's like you got that hunger in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of your good work's gonna come, but a lot of people aren't gonna hear it. They gonna hear it years later. And he's like, you just gotta make sure that when that hunger coming out, you just keep it coming. Like, so even when that moment do come, you can't just sit back and just, you know what I'm saying, oh, now that it's here, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just let him go up. Nah, he's like, you gotta keep acting like, you know what I'm saying, you in the basement trying to make $5 for your track. You know what I'm saying? When you making beats and, you know what I'm saying, you eating ramen noodle and you trying to get $20 off this beat, you gotta act like that when you getting 20 grand a beat. You know what I'm saying? So,
never let that hunger die.
never let that drunk, because he was basically saying a lot of dudes, once they, you know what I'm saying, get a check,
Things that shit, yeah.
it's over, you know what I'm saying?
Everything's different.
Yeah, and he had the whole thing in front of him, and it was DJ Fresh. That was my biggest. I feel like that was my biggest show because I got to experience, not on the same level, but in the same level the dudes I'm opening for. Like, I get to see dudes opening for me, and at the same time, I could have been like, I'm not gonna talk to him. But then I was like, I remember what Crit did to me. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually like, yo, how do we get here? Even though it ain't that far away from the step from where you at.
Yeah.
This is what you gotta do. So yeah, that was actually like a flip of the shoe for me, and I love that moment. I wish I could do that over and over and over.
What's your ultimate goal?
Ultimate goal?
Yeah.
Where do you want to be?
Where do I want to be? I don't have a goal. My goal still going. Like, I feel like once I hit my goal, I'm gonna have another one.
All right, well, where do you see yourself in 3 years, 4 years?
3 years. To myself, I tell myself I gotta be top 10. I gotta be top 10, and I don't feel not necessarily being cocky about it, but I feel like that's what my mind and my motive is. Like, my goal itself and my own self is in 3 years from now, I gotta be top 10. I gotta be.
And that's very possible. I mean, there's a lot of people out right now. August Alsina won.
Yeah.
That man been out for how many weeks?
That's not even
You
weeks.
know?
He been out way before that.
I mean,
I was listening to that dude way before that.
I mean, he was like how Drake came out, you know? Everyone heard the Drake mixtape when it first came out. Everybody was booming to Drake. Felt like they was the first one to hear it. Next thing you know, Drake, top of the line. Everybody like, you know what? They ain't even the same person. It's different. Blah blah blah. August Alsina's like almost doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, that man's one song he number one on the Billboard charts.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's doing it too. He was just recently out here in Virginia Beach.
He's in Love.
Yeah, he's gonna be Love on the 20th. We're gonna be out there for that one.
Okay.
With some Ciroc.
Well, we got Neff in the building, y'all.
Yes, right. We got Neff. We got his DJ in the building. DJ Pretty Boy Fresh.
We got Jazzy Jolie
And whoever they camera girl.
they have a
is.
camera girl.
Hey, Anna's in the building. How you doing? You got class in the morning? I'm the excuse that way you like don't wake up for class. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what's up. Y'all, it's more Artist Radio, Harlem Sun, Empress D. We gonna play the Versace and Gold again for y'all who haven't heard it yet, which is kind of crazy because we've been playing it like every single day. It gets thrown into the rotation. Don't be surprised if y'all just hear it on like just regular times into the rotation.